Andrew Cadwell, Chief Executive Officer of Cadwell Inc., said they have managed to run a successful recycling program in some Caribbean islands to the point where there is no need for the use of a landfill. The company is now working in partnership with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority to help Grenada in a similar manner. On April 2nd, Cadwell, a global leader in sustainable waste management, announced the successful recycling of the first container of approximately 48 compacted bales of derelict vehicle materials from Grenada at its Florida, U.S. recycling facilities. This move marked the initiation of a promising partnership committed to addressing Grenada's derelict vehicle concerns and fostering a cleaner, greener environment.
So we work with governments and utility companies, and we try to actually know what we do is we develop recycling programs on island. And in doing so, we eliminate the need for landfilling because we develop export programs to take all of the recyclables and turn waste as a resource, almost kind of like an in-island GDP for exports, meaning we'll take the biggest problems like cars, metals, oils, chemicals, tires, and we process those things on island and actually recycle them for a profitable purpose to redevelop the beautifications of the island. For example, what we've done in a few other islands, we stopped the complete need for landfilling because up to 95% of what is actually thrown away is recyclable. We throw away glass, plastic, um, metals, things like that. We can recycle those things. And that's what we like to be able to do.
This recycling project aims to clean up all derelict cars and reduce public health and environmental concerns. The CEO explained the potential benefits to the island.
They get one, the biggest thing that we get, and the most important thing is a cleaner environment. I genuinely enjoy when I hear, oh my gosh, there's been fires for years versus we haven't had a fire in 5 years. And I love that number one feedback. First of all, for the health of the people, that's the number one thing. And then the health of the environment, absolutely incredible. But two, what we do is we do take the profits, we give those back to the island, and we continue developing the recycling program to either, for example, we'll take all of the metals, we'll export those out, we'll sell that recyclable, right, after we process it. And then with that, do they need machines? For example, forklift, excavators, telehandlers, balers, compressors, things like that to be able to expand and further develop the recycling program. And that's what we do. We use what was once trash, turn it into a resource or treasure.
All the logistics, Cadwell said, is handled by his company, with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority being only responsible for the loading of the containers. The project will be ongoing, and Cadwell wants people to be conscious about what they throw away. He said they will also look to give back to communities proceeds from these recyclables.
What we like to be able to do is find community opportunities to connect with. We typically look at in other regions, but orphanages, schools, churches, and we like to be able to take the proceeds, a portion of the proceeds from the recycling portion, and give back. And that's one thing that maybe we can work on together. We'd like to be able to find ways to reach out to kids. That's our number one goal, is how can we get them involved in the recycling program? How can we take what we're doing and not only beautify but help the kids of the future in this way? And that's what we look to do. To being conscientious of what we're throwing away matters a lot. For example, when we're talking about landfill fires, and we've heard of this happening in the past, I would always recommend, hey, don't throw away your batteries, for example, right? That is one of the biggest things, that those little AA batteries are what starts igniting fires very, very quickly. Um, and as we have a voice together, we'd like to be able to say, hey, look, let's work with whoever is a part of our leaders and in our leadership. Hey, how can we begin recycling at home? How can we start sorting and separating? The less that we can landfill, the more that we're going to be able to take care of our island forever. And it's all about our future kids. And that's the number one goal. So the idea is just being conscientious, continue talking about this so that we can be so we can move forward in the very near future. But I do believe that that is one of the desires of the leadership now and maybe in the future. So we're very excited to be a part of that.
Chrislina John, GBN News.